Greetings and welcome back. Right after this year's disaster, 1988 floods, going through all that, not only losing all our possessions and everything, and most of my tackle, and obviously getting locked up and all that. It's hard to believe sometimes, isn't it? How you can be top of the tree, and then everything goes wrong in life. But hey, kept a positive mental attitude, and to be honest, I did manage to get some tackle back together. As I say, Rob Dance from Tewkesbury Fish and Tackle, he helped me. He helped me out with some bits and pieces and that, and anyway, and a few of the lads helped me out with a couple of things. But nothing was going to keep me from the World Championships, because that was my life, really, when you think about it. Well, my life has always been fishing, but the World Championships was special. And the 1998, the World Championships in Zagreb, former Yugoslavia, now Croatia. And I said, this year, however, the new manager, Eric Humphries, was in full control. And he decided to bring extra anglers along, some for the very first time. The successful team of years past was coming to an end, and the new anglers were coming in, and during the week's practice, we had a couple of matches each day, and it was organised so that total points and total weight was recorded. And we had discussions every evening, how it was fishing and how we all done. But even then I felt some bias against me from Eric, the new team captain, about my opinions. So I grew a feeling of the worst to come. Knowing that the venue suited the waggler as much as the pole, and over the week resulted in some good catches for me on the waggler. I felt this could be a good time for me to get back into the medals, to try and make amends for the terrible misfortunes I've had earlier in the year, especially over the last couple of years. Yeah, but unknown to me, I was already being singled out for a reserve, as I found out afterwards from a couple of the new anglers, explaining they were surprised to see me there. Especially after the year that I'd experienced. But anyway, the Friday's practice match on the it's like a canalised lake, and it went as normal, except of course for the exception that the team would mix the ground bait that was going to be used for the match, the following day. Allowing the correct mixture to ferment overnight, which is the normal thing to do. Anyway, now during the week, a total of our weights and points were tallied up, and finding myself in third position overall, I felt quite confident that, if the new manager decided to take this into account, especially as Eric, who was in the team that, when we won the gold in Bulgaria, he also witnessed the injustice of my team selection then, when we had a knockout. But then I had no problem, I thought I had no problem making the finals. Anyway, that evening, Eric in the hotel foyer pulled me to one side and announced that due to my individuality and possibly not fishing to his instructions, and that my tackle wasn't up to scratch, up to expectations, he thought it's best that I stand down. Well, it was like a knife in the back, to be honest, after all the expense and time and effort I'd taken, to come there for that week. And not given a chance to fish, not even on the second day, I was told. It was like rubbing salt in the wound. I said, "You're making a big mistake, Eric. I can see the venue, fishing to the waggler." No, but he said, no. He said, you're going to fish the pole. You're not going to fish the pole the way I want the team to fish. That's my final decision. And he just walked away. And I was gutted at the least. Anyway, later that evening, he came to my room and said, "Look, it's not the end, Clive. I have plans for you for next year. Can you run the bank for for this, for the team tomorrow? Because I was feeling a bit gutted at the time. I said, yeah, after a few months, I said, yeah, of course I will. So I want the team to do well, Anyway, the day of the match, and being an official runner was, again, new to me again. Yet somehow I enjoyed the experience of watching the Welsh team completely mess it up, fishing to a team plan on the pole, and true to my forecast, the long-range waggler dominated the match. Anyway, that evening, our team talk, I accused Eric of getting the team tactics completely wrong, pleading to him, get the team to change the tactics, for the good of the team, even though I wasn't fishing. Anyway, asking me to leave the room in front of all the rest of the team was the final insult by Eric. And you know what, Doug Hornblow, my friend for many years, whom I supported for the Welsh job, just looked on. Not a word. You know who your friends are sometimes, don't you? Anyway, poetic justice. It was unbelievable that Alan Scotthorne, he won his third individual title in, running, 3 years running, with a good weight of 3,900 kilos. And ironically, the fish coming to the long-range waggler, proving my case. Oh, now Italy, not really known for waggler fishing, also triumphed as well. They finished with a silver and a bronze individual, and they were the gold team winners again. Now Wales, under the new management, let me tell you, slumped to 19th place in the world, one of the worst results since being involved in the World Championships. Yep, so that was the last year that I was involved with the Welsh international team. The guarantee that I was in Eric's plan for the future was deceptive, to say the least. And it was sad, sadly, words coming from a man that in his role as Welsh team captain never managed to achieve anything himself. And for the next 20 years that he was in charge, Doug Hornblower and Eric, they never achieved anything. I think, in fact, Doug, after the 3 years as an international angler, sort of left the squad, and that was it. But anyway, as I said, it was one of them things. My role, come to an end. My match fishing career as an international. I felt I was cut off at my prime because I still had a lot to offer, and I still consider myself the best angler Wales had. Some people would probably argue against that, but I enjoyed my life when I look back, when I think of all the medals I won and all the achievements I achieved, much more than any other, and perhaps, I got the memories to hang on to. Anyway, it's not all finished yet. There's even lots more to come yet on my autobiography. Yeah, quite a few things. The big conspiracy, the WFCA. The Welsh. How can I put it? £1 million went missing. And that was national lottery money. But more about that in a further vlog. Come back and listen to that one.